Hey, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me for this little segment for the Munson Project. It is Sunday, May 17th. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. It's been pretty nice weather up here in Pittsburgh. It's been hot as fuck, actually. So I've been sweating like a fat kid at a cake store. So that's always nice, But it's been cool because I've been able to have a fire and have a couple drinks and shit at night, which is always nice. That always makes the summer better for me if I can like really be outside with the dogs and like have a fire, because there's something about a fire that really like tingles your caveman instincts and it just like hypnotizes you, man. So that's cool. And I got a pretty cool delivery. I bought this off, I don't know, last week or something, but this came in the mail. Bismal Dawn's Program to Consume, which is one of my favorite albums of theirs. This is actually what got me into them. I was like highly addicted on the riffs, and this album is just super solid the whole way through. Absolutely love it. Uh, I paid more for the CD than I did this vinyl, so that's crazy. But I'm really excited to have this in my collection. I'm not a crazy vinyl holic, I guess, but if I can get a chance to get the ones that really like mean something to me, I will. So I'm very happy to have this. Shout out to Dude Man on Discogs that hooked a brother up, dude. So today I'm just gonna go over basically my quarantine stack, just a handful of CDs that I've really been jamming a lot lately, and I have some pretty good ones today. And I also put up a submission a couple weeks ago, and I didn't have a chance to get to them and even upload the episode because it randomly deleted. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like, I don't know if the ghost came out of my closet and hit delete. I literally was like, got done editing it and it looked fucking good, dude. Like, everything was perfect on it. And I literally left the room to take a piss and came back, couldn't find it anywhere. It was just like magically gone. I don't know if fucking what happened to it. I can't use the copy of the original video. I have to have the original video. So super bummed about that, but I just figured I would take today and kind of like put this little segment together and kind of get the ball moving, because I haven't had a chance to do shit because I've literally been running into problems, but I'd rather run into problems in the beginning, kind of figure it out. So, all right, so here we go. So this is officially Munson's Quarantine Stack, and these are all just random. Just I usually pick these when I'm driving, and I'll literally just grab a bunch of CDs, or obviously ones I get in that day if I do get a shipment in. So there's no real, it could be anything, man. It doesn't have to be strictly just metal. I'm down to really learn about different music and hear different music, and I also want people that aren't really familiar with the genre to really be able to interact and have access to new bands, because I see a bunch of posts of people looking for, hey dudes, I'm looking for a band kind of similar to this band, blah blah blah. So this is a chance to really highlight bands that maybe not be, that are kind of underrated and not really getting the attention they should, or you're just looking for new music. So that's what this is. So my first band is from Chile. I heard the single off it when they put it out. It's the name of the album, Covered in Ulcers. It's a band called Disnormality. What I really enjoyed about the single was the production was super solid. Definitely 9 out of 10. You can hear everything clearly. Nothing was like, it didn't sound like mashed potatoes. Like, it was great. The only thing I wasn't thrilled about with this album is like, I kind of wish the vocals were a little bit more toilety, but overall it works with the music. So I really enjoyed this, the entire CD. It's just straight brutal death metal, and I love the cover. It kind of looks like Danny DeVito ripped some dude's face off, and the guy above him's just laughing. You know what I'm saying? And I think this cover art is done by Andreas, I believe. He did Post Mortal's album, Perpetual Descent. He's really good. A lot of credentials, does a lot of good shit in the scene. But this band is labeled with Inherited Suffering, so definitely check this album out. And don't forget that a bunch of distros are actually having deals. So look into that if you're looking to get more for your buck. So, but yeah, definitely check out Disnormality. It's pretty sick shit. And Danny DeVito's on the cover. So, and he's like a mutant troll. So he's not that far off from his normal self. You know what I'm saying? I'm the trash man. So next up is a band hailing from Texas, and usually when a band is associated with Texas, it's usually always good, at least in like the brutal death metal scene. Texas puts out some of the best bands, man, in the scene, and this is nothing short of that. This band, Architectural Genocide, just put out an album called Cordycephalic Anthrophomy, and it was put out on Comatose, and the very first song I heard was Gorged on Deceased, which was their music video that they released on Slam Worldwide. When I got done listening to it, man, it reminded me of Deeds of Flesh a little bit, and I was into it. But this album, not only is the lyrical content like superb, I'm a sucker for concepts, dude. So like I liked how he worded everything, and I actually read an interview with him where he went through each song and kind of like just described the meaning and how he wrote it. So I thought that was really good because I'm also a vocalist and a writer, so I'm a sucker for that shit, bro. But I haven't been able to get away from this album. It's 8 tracks and they are solid. Every track is different but very unique in its own way, and they never seem to like repeat. Like I know a lot of bands, they'll just get into that groove where they're just all their music kind of sounds the same, you know. And this one is not like that. It is very, very well written. There's a lot of variety in the vocals. They're not just like your death metal growls or your slam gutturals. Like it's a perfect blend. Like if those two met at a bar, fucked, had a baby, that's what it is, and I like it. And plus, the lead singer has an afro, so I'm fucking down with that, dude. And Jonathan Blake looks like the kind of guy that would like help you in Grand Theft Auto. Like he wouldn't steal the car, but he would like bust the window for you. You know what I'm saying? And like kind of give you a heads up that the cops were coming. So, and a little conspiracy about this album. Why is nobody talking about that their drummer kind of looks exactly like Ren Martinez from Flesh Hoarder? That's the real conspiracy here, folks. But overall, dude, I give this album a straight 9.5 out of 10 because it is super good. It's not really even getting the credit it should because it's definitely in my top 3 right now. So definitely check out Architectural Genocide, Comatose Records, solid shit. You won't be disappointed. All right, so next up is a band called Esophageal, and they put out this album called Craving Delusion. This is a New Standard Elite band. If you're really into the gutturals and the heavy blasting, this is right up your alley, man, because it is seriously like just fucking, what is it, 10 songs, half an hour of just brutality. This is an international band. They have members from like Spain, Italy, and Russia, and it's really solid. It's disgusting stuff, and I wouldn't expect anything else from New Standard Elite. They kind of have a formula over there, and it works for them, and this is a great addition. I love the album cover because I know it's an old painting of like hell or something like that, but like this is how I picture the DMV, dude. And I love this little cat with a hatchet. He's like, I brought my forms. I need my driver's license. I mean, probably not, but that's how I picture him. He looks like he's chopping some somebody's head off. So, I mean, I don't know how he got an axe. But anyways, this album is super solid. A definitely solid 8.5 out of 10. I highly recommend it. I'm excited to hear what else is coming from these guys. So, usually when it comes to album covers, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm I'm really picky. Like if I'm gonna buy an album, I'm gonna look up like a single or the album that I'm purchasing, and I'll just cruise through it, and I try to listen to it before I really like dedicate myself to purchase it. Because like as much as I want to be, I'm not like one of those impulsive buyers where they just buy a ton and like hope for the best. Like I'm super picky, dude, super picky, and it sucks. So usually when I see like an album cover with just not that good of art, or I don't know, I'm just not into it. I kind of feel it has to like draw you in. It's like a book. If the book cover is good, you're automatically going to buy that book just on that basis. And the same thing applies for bands and CDs. So I saw this CD for a while, and it kind of reminded me of Mr. Krabs that stepped on a Lego in a forest, or a radiation Lego, and he just like now he's like some Super Saiyan crab in the Swedish forest. So uh, it just kind of steered me away, and you guys will kind of understand. But I'll tell you what, man, like talk about a heavy hitter, dude. If you're into fight riffs right now, and you might want to go to your bathroom, wipe that dirt off your fucking mirror, and look at yourself and be like, do I like fight riffs? And if you answer yes, you gotta ask yourself why you don't have this CD. This band is called Human Parasite. They're from France, and they are insane. If you're fans of like Internal Bleeding, Dying Fetus, this is right up your fucking shit, dude. This is gonna get your jollies off, because it is like constant. Every song is just like so well written, and it's so heavy in the production. The guitar tone is fucking disgusting, and the dude's vocals are just like that Dying Fetus, and it's super good. Like I'm not even a real big fan of Dying Fetus, and I know what a lot of you are gonna say. What did he say? I'm just not. Like after Grotesque Impalement, they kind of lost me. I wasn't really into it, but the Human Parasite kind of takes those elements of those two bands and blends it very well. It's just a bummer that they broke up. I was talking to my boy Zach Odds about it, and we were both just like pretty much crying about how sick this band is and how sickly underrated they are. And it's very sad that they broke up, but definitely check out Human Parasite. Proud to build the insidious catastrophe. Wow. Catastrophe. Okay. Yeah. So not only can I not pronounce English words, that CD is really good. So just make sure you add it. So this next CD is another New Standard Elite artist, and I think this was made by one of the ex-members of Embryonic Devourment. I'm pretty sure. I think Hunter is in this band. They are called... I'm going to fucking destroy this, so like, get prepped, bub, because here it is. They are called Trichconoasis. They just released an album on New Standard Elite called Terminal Invention and Inversion. My bad. Jesus Christ, dude. Well, I'm trying to read this wonky ass lettering, but anyways, I love this album. I was really surprised. Blah blah blah. But really, like, I looked at the logo and I was like, I don't know, man. And it kind of looks like they have the coronavirus on the album cover, so that was a red flag there. You know what I'm saying? But this album is blasting brutality, guttural sickness, like raw production, no bullshit, just straight in your face. And it's only 15 minutes long, so it's like right in the fucking slot, dude. It gives you just enough to leave you wanting more. and that's perfect. And on a side note, I don't know where Daniel finds these bands, dude. Like, I don't know. I'd never even heard of this band before I picked up the CD. Because, like, not only do I have a shit ton of music to check out, my list is, like, that long, and I'm only at, like, the top. But I just picture, like, do you guys remember, like, those, like, the Ninja Turtles and how they used to fight the ninjas down in the sewer sometimes? They'd be, like, fucking popping pizza, and, Raphael would be all pissed about something, and then the ninjas would walk in into their den. I just picture, like, that's what this band is. It's like two ninjas that got lost, dude, and Daniel was, like, walking down the street, checking his emails and shit, and blah, 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 and he was walking over a sewer grate, and he just heard these cats, like, blasting on sewer walls and gutters and pipes, and he was like, you're assigned, because that is sickness, because everything they put out, man, is, like, unique in their own way, but it fits very well, and it's always super good. So, all right. So, this last album, I will say, is definitely probably my album of the year so far. This band's called Twitch of the Death Nerve. They just put out a new album called Resting Place for the Wrathful on Comatose Music. And I'll tell you what, man, I am a huge fan of Tom. He's an influence to me. I've always loved how he does his vocals, how it's like that guttural, then a real high pitch to accent it, along with his writing style. Like, I loved Repulsive Dissection. They're definitely in my all-time favorite bands. Like, and Twitch of the Death Nerve kind of has that blend, obviously, because it's never going to leave Tom. But what I've always liked about both bands, Repulsive Dissection and Twitch of the Death Nerve, is that he always managed to use sound clips to build, like, an atmosphere around the album. But I know when bands use sound clips, they either put a fucking 2-minute long sound clip in and it takes away from the music, or it's just badly placed. And he does it so well where it's, like, organic, no matter if the song's flowing into the sound clip or vice versa. Just very good, dude. So I highly recommend this album. I have not been able to stop listening to it. Twitch of the Death Nerve on Comatose Music. Make sure you check all these bands out. I'm gonna put this shit. I'm gonna put, like, their Bandcamp and shit so you guys can check it out in the comments. So, all right. So, a couple weeks on the first episode, I asked you guys to do submissions of what your guys' quarantine stacks are, and I kind of said I'd go over them, and if there is something I haven't heard, I'll check it out. I'm gonna do, like, a quick 20 to 30 seconds. That's it, because I want to move this fast. And I also, if I don't check yours out, like, if I don't click a band and watch their video, don't be mad. It's just because I've heard of it before. All right, so first up is Raph, and he submitted Soil Work, Lantern, and Guttural Mint Cephaloslamectomy, which is a solid Gorehouse sign, Gorehouse band. I pretty sure I ordered this copy, but I'm not too sure. I have to double check, but I checked it out. It's super good. He has Architectural Genocide and Meshuggah. I have a weird relationship with Meshuggah. Like, I get them. I'm not into them. They're kind of like the Beastie Boys of metal. And he has Orianus Pazuzu and Benighted. Benighted's super good. All right, so I've never heard of Orianus Pazuzu, so we're going to check that out. And this is off what album? All right, sick. It's off Nuclear Blast, so we're going to check this out. And this song looks like the guy passed out and hit the keyboard. So they're obviously from Sweden, Norway, just somewhere up there. Somewhere where there's probably trolls. So we'll check it out. Keep in mind, this song is 9 minutes, dude. 9 minutes. Do you know how much shit you can do in 9 minutes? I knew a kid that took a shower, 2 showers in 9 minutes, and dried off after each shower. All right, so check it out. This is Orianus Pazuzu. So what I will first say is it kind of reminds me of if vampires dropped acid and they made a CD, this is what it would be. It's got like a lot of reverb, echoes, distant vocals. It's very strange, but yeah, definitely vampires on acid. I could definitely fist fight somebody in like an Aldi's parking lot to this. That'd be tight. All right, Raf. Thank you very much for your submission there, and for being a cool dude. So we're gonna move on here. All right. Next up is David Mint. What's he got? Reduce, Creator, Corpse Fucking Art, Eurosepsis, Ataxa, Belphegor, Defeated Sanity, Anthropophagus, and Inebriated. Reduced is super sick. That's another New Standard Elite. That band's got so much groove, dude. I love that album. Creator, you know, I threw my stone, missed. They're not for me. Course Fucking Art, I love it because it totally reminds me, like all their covers have that dude that's wearing like the mask, you know, from that Jim Carrey movie, The Mask. But that's just what it always reminds me of, and I dig that. Eurosepsis, I actually picked this album up because you posted it, and I checked it out last time, and I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I got it, and it's flawless, so thank you, Dave. So we're going to check out Anthropophagus. I've never really checked this band out. I've heard of them multiple times. So we're just going to pop right in and see what's going on here. All right. Anthropophagus band. All right. So I'm going to start at like 12. We'll say 12. Okay, so this is Anthropophagus. This is Morty. And this is off Comatose music as well, 2017. So let's check it out. This would be Praise. I gotta wait for a fucking thing to load. I don't know why I never listened to this. I don't know why. I think, once again, I think it's the album art, dude. I think it just has like a weird black metal feel to it. And I'm not really into black metal, so I'm sorry, but all right. Now that this fucking YouTube ad's done, let's check this out. Ooh, so this song is called Methods of Reconstruction Through Evisceration, and the riff I just heard was super good. Dude, I'm gonna go back and fucking jam that. So once again, the cover has failed me again, so yikes. Ooh. 100% say something. That's fucking sick. That is really good. Dude, the tone, it's so clean but so heavy. Ah, shit. Once again, Dave, I'm gonna fucking add this to the list, dude. That was fucking top notch. Barbecue me, brother. I'm done, dude. All right, so we're going to jump over to the Munson Project page. We had a submission over there. So, all right, Angela, she said, for me personally, it would be the new Havoc album, After the Burial, Enterprise Earth, and the Birthday Massacre. So I've never heard of Havoc. The Birthday Massacre kind of scares me. It can either be go good or bad. Could be a grindcore band, or it could be something else, dude, that you do not want to get into. So, All right, so we're gonna check out Havoc because I played with Enterprise Earth. Not really my thing, but they're very talented musicians, and same thing with After the Burial. So we will check out Havoc here. I guess there's a game, so we'll go band. It's always a keyword if you can't find a dude. All right, so I'm gonna check out Phantom Forces. This came out May 1st, 2020, so this is really new. So let's check it out. This is Havoc. Let's see what they're all about. First of all, they had me in the beginning because you know it's going to be a badass metal video when it says, warning, this video may potentially trigger seizures for people with photosensitive epilepsy. It's always a good way to start it out. All right, so I'm going to jump ahead to 217. Check it out. This is Havoc. Sick guitar solo right off the bat. I really like that bass tone, dude. So I would kind of put them in the same realm as like the Black Dahlia Murder. They kind of have the same feel, kind of the same sound. But sick, man. I've never heard them, so I could definitely, check them out and pass them on to somebody else, But thank you, Angela, and we'll keep moving here. So Bolo says he submitted Cryotopsy, Obituary, Nile, and Suffocation, and Breeding the Spawn. I've never been super into Obituary. It's I got to play with them, which is awesome, and I don't know, it's just not my thing. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's for people that love like beer, America, and being a dad. But you got to respect your roots, dude. So it's just not for me. So, but I appreciate the submissions, dude. I like At the Gates of Sithu. I was a little nervous when this album came out because I knew it was Dallas's last album, but how can you really compare any Nile album to Annihilation of the Wicked? Because that's one of their best albums. That's my favorite album of theirs. So, but this album was different. It had a unique sound to it, and I enjoyed it. I mean, it had a lot more Egyptian music parts, which I love. Carl's nuts at that. So this is a very good Nile album as well. So we're going to move on here. We're going to go to Yogi, and he's got Suffocation, Effigy of the Forgotten. That's like the holy grail of slam. That's where it all started. He's got Vomit Remnants, Cranium, Reduced. That's 2 for Reduced. That album is super solid, though. And he's got Gorvant. I love that band. Disgorge, and Flesh Hoarder. That's crazy that we were just talking about Flesh Hoarder. Super good picks, man. I have nothing bad to say about this. This is a solid stack. Lots of slams, lots of groove, dude. So thank you for your submissions. And next I'm going to do Justin McNeil, that handsome bastard. He submitted Vaginal Addiction and Strapping Young Lad. I love Vaginal Addiction. Obviously, I got the poster behind me, but that album's super good. It's really groovy. It's got like a real old school death metal, brutal death metal feel to it, and I'm pretty sure they're Canadian, so pretty good album, man. And Strapping Young Lad, I remember they had not George Calais, I don't even know, that one good drummer, but he wore like army boots and shit, and I thought that was like fucking crazy as shit. Like I thought they were all serial killers, and they just like happened to kill people that had music instruments there, and they made up that song. But I haven't checked out anything else from them other than that one song, Love, and it was super good. So I'll have to check this out. Thank you for your submissions, dude. And I'm going to get to one more, and then I'm going to wrap this up. And keep in mind, I want all you guys to do this, and I'm gonna be doing this like probably every week. So uh, just to keep it interesting, I know a bunch of us are either just chilling at home, not much going on, kind of going stir crazy, and we have a lot of access to music, so that's uh that's a big plus, man. And there's a bunch of new stuff coming out, so at least you can always have music to depend on. And weird ass people on the internet. All right, so Andy Rupert, he submitted a couple bands that I don't really even know, dude. I know what Aborted. I think that's their new one, La Grande Masquerade, and Judas Priest, Defenders of the Faith, and yeah, I don't know the Forsaken, Augury, or Satacrown. Sorry if I butchered those names. So I'll definitely have to check these out. Uh, yeah. So once again, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in for this little segment here. I'm going to have a full podcast up probably in 2 weeks. I have an interview with Floor of the band Corpse coming up on the 22nd. So that episode will be my very first episode, and I'm very honored that he's gonna come on and take the time just to bullshit. We're just gonna see how he's been doing and what's he been up to and what's he doing musically and stuff, and just chit chat with the freshest man on the earth, Pimp Daddy Pimp, Mr. Floorgore. So I appreciate you guys. I will see you later.